Herdiscussions. Today, we will be talking about a very controversial topic. So make sure that you watch till the very end, turn on that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Now let's jump right into it. So, ladies, the first question is, do you think that the modern day woman is afraid of submitting? If so, why do you feel this way? I can go first. So yes, I think the modern day woman is afraid of submitting because I believe that most women in general, or the modern day woman, she's never seen a woman or a man submit. And also, I believe that she's probably or he's probably seen unhealthy relationships and unhealthy submitting that it has thwarted their viewpoints on what submitting is actually. So I believe, yes, the modern day woman is afraid of submitting.
So too, and the reason why I say so, I think nowadays, modern days, everything is based off looks. And I feel as though everybody they look for like an opinion, or they scared about how everybody else is going to feel about them. So to the next woman, you may seem like you're weak for submitting to a man, or they may think that you're silly for submitting to a man. So I think it's all based on how you look as a woman, because nowadays, women want to be independent or whatever the case may be. Submitting to a man takes that independency away from women. So I believe that it's more independent women out here versus women who actually take the time out to, relax and submit. So with the ratio being higher with independent women, that's what most women look towards, versus actually having to submit to a man. So I definitely think, yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah, and I agree with you guys because I feel like the word submission or just submitting has been completely taken out of context. And a lot of people think of it like, okay, a man tell you to jump and you supposed to say how high.
Are you saying that no matter what I tell you to do, you will do?
Yes, Your Highness.
Anything I say, you do?
Yes, Your Highness.
But in reality, it's nothing like that. I think a lot of people just don't understand the true meaning of it, and actually the benefits that you get from submitting from a man. I think everybody just look at it in a bad way, like you're inferior to a man if you decide to submit, but that's not the case. But I think a lot of women are afraid of submitting and are afraid of the word submitting.
That's true.
Chandra took the words out of my mouth. I don't like the word submissive, honestly, because I do feel like I just don't like the word. I don't feel like you, again, I can be one where to take out of context, but I think because most people make it seem as though that men have to control you, your views, your beliefs and everything. And I just totally don't agree with that.
So I think that, just to piggyback on what Nay is saying, I think that there is a negative connotation on submitting, but I did look up the word. It means to give or yield to the power or authority of another person. So it's basically like you giving that control to another person. But I also believe that because being submissive, I feel like it's a biblical word. But the man is submitting to Christ, the woman is submitting to the man. But in order for her to submit to him, he has to be that leader. He has to be submitted to something. So I think that's why when I date, I always ask men, like, who do you submit to? Like, who do you answer to? So that's when I think of submission. That's what I mean. A woman submitting to the man and a man submitting to a higher authority.
Okay, I like it.
That's what I think of.
A lot of men do say, like, women don't want to submit, or you supposed to submit, but in the same in the same facility, a man is supposed to love a woman the same way that the Christ loved church. So if you supposed to be loving me the same way Christ loved church, you're supposed to be willing to sacrifice your life for me. So a man that can do that, and I know he has my best interest at heart, I'm submitting. It doesn't really bother me to do so. Because I know you're going to take care of me regardless. You submitting to God, I'm submitting to you. We good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what the modern day woman, I feel like that's what that independence has brought. It's like we have to be independent. We don't have anybody to submit to but Christ, because no man has stepped up to the plate and said, I'm going to take care of this. So I think that's why a lot of people are afraid, because I've been doing it all this whole time.
Exactly. And I think a lot of us who are independent is not like really by choice. We just got to do what we got to do. It is what it is. You got to handle business. And there is a lot of men who are intimidated by it. I just feel as though they're, to me, you just weak minded. I just feel that way. I feel like as growing up and like it could be just from the old times, always, what can that woman do for that man? No, what can that man do for me? What can you do for me? Because I already know what I can do. I already know what I've been doing it by myself anyway. But what can you truly do for me?
So you have to be open to the idea. Because like, how would you know if you're not open to it?
I'm not saying no. I think for me to, I wouldn't mind. I say for me, it's going to take a minute because of who I am and how independent that I am, and it will take a minute. You will have to really be consistent.
I think submitting comes naturally. Honestly, I think once you get that man in your life, you don't even have to think about basically, should I submit to this person? I think it's just something that's going to happen organically. Because you're going to see them. It's not the man that just talks the talk, but this is a man that actually walks the walk. You see him praying. You see him praying over his decisions that he's making. He's praying over you. He's doing things that's actually making sense. So I think it's just something that happens naturally. Like, you don't even have to think about it, because once you see that man taking care of business, he's leading, he's being a provider, he's been a protector. You like, okay, he got this. Yeah, I'm willing to give him that role.
Yeah. Before you
exactly. Know it. As soon as I feel like secure, my thing is like, I shouldn't have to be like, okay, did you take care of this? Did you do this or whatever? As long as you make sure everything is good and I see you and I'd be like, okay, and it will happen for me. It would have to be a while until I probably actually let my guard down, because I would have to trust that you actually going to take care of whatever I need you to take care of. It can be anything, but I feel as though also that submissive can go both ways, not just where the woman is just being submissive to that man. I feel like within certain scenarios to where that man may need to be submissive to that woman. Not saying that she has to be like more so over, but I'm just saying it just really depends on the scenario of the situation.
I ain't living that down, look.
What? Let's elaborate a little bit more, Nate.
I'm saying, like, for example, say that far as a business thing, say I'm already like know the the start of a business or something like that, and he wanted to start up something. At this point, this is where I am good at it within this area. You are going to have to follow, I'm gonna have to lead you for you to do better within your business, right? Am I making sense?
Okay, you're making sense, but what if he doesn't? What if he say, no, I'm gonna lead this? What do you say back to that?
At that point, though, my thing is like right now, that's when you have to be like, okay, can you trust you? I mean, at the end of the day, you got to trust your woman too, right?
You do, but I don't want us to get it confused. Like, we can't control the other person. So what do you do when they say, no, I don't want to listen
to the other person? But the way that y'all making y'all scenarios is if that person have to control you.
I wouldn't say control. I would say I'm submitting under his authority. I'm submitting under what he thinks is.
I don't like no authority. Nope.
No authority. She don't like authority.
I don't like them words. I don't. I feel as at the end of the day, relationships need to be a teamwork. I'm not saying that I'm not going to let my man feel less of a man. My man is going to feel like a man. He's still going to feel needed in whatever areas that he needs to. However, I feel as though it's just mainly a teamwork. Some days you may not be able to. I don't know, but you get. Can you break it down?
I get what you're saying, because when I think of submission, I think of the analogy of driving a car going on a long trip. So my man that I'm submitting to, I'm putting you in the driver's seat. I'm like, okay, this is the key. I'm in the passenger seat, baby. Do what you got to do, because I trust that you're gonna get us to our destination safely. But if you start to get sleepy or something's going on, you want me to get in the driver's seat, I'm gonna be willing to jump over and get in the driver's seat. And I think that's what Nay is saying. Like, it's gonna be times where a man.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's like just one person to the other. It has to be both.
But what Chandra is saying basically is the man is always in that driver's seat. So if he don't ever go to sleep, then you better sit in that passenger seat. And what are you gonna do? Play music?
But at the same time, it's two separate roles, but both of the roles are just as important. And I don't want people to miss that. Like both
And that's
roles are
what I'm
important.
saying.
We
It's
just do
like,
different
I don't
things.
want you to feel as though just because you are that man, like you, let's be honest, they don't know everything. They don't. We have to help them. That's just what it is.
Mhm.
But don't make it, I don't like it where it makes it seem like they're way so much up here and we're still down here.
No,
You get what
they're
I'm
not
saying?
supposed to look that.
That's how I'm taking it. That's how I'm taking it.
So when he's in
That's
his
what
driver's
I'm just
seat,
saying how I'm taking it. Huh?
I get it, Nate. So when he's in the driver's seat, you in the passenger seat. If he never goes to sleep and he's still driving, this is my question because y'all not answering it, Chandra. This goes to you.
Go ahead.
What do you say? I want today to be my driving day.
No,
driving
that's not what I'm saying. If I notice that my man is dozing off, I'm gonna
Well,
say,
what if he
baby,
don't doze off?
if he don't doze off, I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna just make sure he good. I'm gonna make sure the music is right. I'm gonna hand him some snacks. I'm gonna say, baby, you want some water? I'm gonna make sure he good because eventually he may doze off.
So you're waiting on him to fall asleep so you can get in that driver's seat.
I'm not waiting on him. I'm just, as a woman, I'm making sure that my man is okay as well, just like he's looking out for me. Because at the end of the day, if I'm in the passenger seat, if we have children, my children in the back seat. So it's my job as a woman to protect my kids. It's his job to protect me and his children. So if my man is dozing off, I want to be sure that he's okay. And if I got to tap him on the shoulder and say, hey, baby, now's the time I can jump in the driver's seat. You come and take a nap. I don't see a problem with that.
That's understandable.
I think that brings us to our next question. What does being submissive look like to you? And I'm saying this and I'm edging this question on because I think that sometimes women, we step, and I'm not going to say step out of our bounds or make it seem like we have a lane, but I feel like sometimes we do this nagging thing where we're like, I want to be where he is, and I don't feel like I'm important because I stay home with the kids. And it's just this nagging, like, I want that front seat role. I want that. That's not your role. Your role is in that passenger seat. If I say I'm not tired, then I'm not tired. You don't keep telling me that you want to get in this driver's seat because I just told you no.
But I'm not saying that. I'm telling him that I want
Are
to
you
be
the
in the
man?
driver's seat.
Hold on, wait. Trina, are you the man or not? Because you're talking as if you're the man.
You misinterpreting
You
my analogy right
You
now.
want to be in the driver's seat, Trina?
I just feel like some women now, I feel like you want that driver's seat. You like, he ain't up here and I'm not down here. I don't care which way you go. I
was just saying the way that it was being, how I took it, and I don't agree with that. That's just my own opinion. I think that a lot of women are really scared to be submissive because at the end of the day, we all have trust issues. You get what I'm saying? Actually trusting that person to do so. How many times have you probably trust somebody and then they failed you?
And that goes to another point.
You have to be open. You have to be open to it. You have to learn how to trust.
I'm saying it happened and it still failed. That's all I'm saying. It can happen, but I'm saying, like, I think most of it is more so with being actually letting go and really trusting this person 100%. But I feel as though a lot of people do have trust issues to actually let it go, to actually have that man to be that lead and you being submissive to him.
Yeah, and that just goes to, like, you can't just you can't submit to any man. And it's just like, you're not about to let anybody drive you. If somebody drunk, you're not about to just let them get in the driver's seat and drive you. You can be like, oh, now you're not driving me no damn where you drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you have to know who you're submitting to and honestly trust that person. So I'm not telling everybody to go out there and submit to any man that you come in contact with.
And honestly, being honest with yourself, as well, a lot of women still see that hope and that potential of that guy, and then his ass driving right off the damn road.
When we first started, I think we already laid the foundation of who we were submitting to. I don't know, y'all didn't took it back. I was already submitted to my husband when we were talking. If I'm in the passenger seat, I'm not saying nothing. I'm assuming you got this. I'm not going to ask you nothing. I'm not going to distract you from nothing. If you need something, you're going to open your mouth and tell me. I'm not getting involved in it. My job is to monitor the back seat and myself. It's not my job to do nothing else unless you need me to do it.
But why put all of that? My thing is, like I said, I'm not going to ask my man to jump in the driver's seat. I'm not going to say, baby, I'm ready to get in the driver's seat right now. My thing is, I'm looking out for my man as well.
So you telling him, oh, babe, you going to sleep, I'm going to get it. You think he going to say, okay, let me pull over, wife, and just let you drop? He's going to be like, no, I got it.
I think the man that I would interact with would say, oh, all right, baby, you right. I am falling asleep a little bit. Let me take a nap, and then I'm going to jump back over. I don't mind you doing that. I think the man that I'm thinking about would do that because he's not going to let his pride and his ego in the way.
I know, I totally agree.
And I said if he doesn't, I'm going to let him continue to drive, but when he's ready, because it will become a point where he gets tired and he gets weary, then I'm going to be right there to back him up. Because men get tired and wearied as well. We can't put everything on them at the same time, put everything on their shoulders. So I'm gonna unload his burden and say, baby, I got this.
Yeah, and just as well as you want to put all this trust into him, he need to have that same trust into me when he's tired.
Listen to that.
You gotta make sure he needs to trust me too. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, just so our second question. What does being submissive look like? What does that look like? We keep talking about the car, you in the driver, I'm in the passenger.
Like I said, for me, I don't like the word. I take it as if somebody is really trying to control me and I don't like it. That's how I take it.
So let's change the word.
To what?
The S word.
We're getting on turning nerves today. So, because her man.
The S word. We're going to change it to the S word.
Her man is driving 48 hours straight. You hear me?
Hey, I'm not saying he's not, but I feel like as a man, I'm submitting to you. I'm not going to try to ask you if I need to drive. I'm not going to ask you that because once I start asking, now I'm attitudey. Now I'm getting annoyed. Because I'm seeing that I need to do this. And in my mind, I'm thinking you need to say yes. Because Chandra just said the man gonna say yes. And then when you ain't telling me yes, now I got an attitude. So I like to stay in my own lane. When you need me, you say, hey, I need you right now.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
My husband, we're not driving long hours. So why would you put me in danger? Like, what are we doing here? We can't fly out?
So you're not gonna trust him. You're not gonna trust him enough to let you drive long hours. What happens if we want to drive long hours?
I drove 12 hours before. I know how that feels. Like that. You don't need to put our lives in danger here. So I don't feel like my man would have me doing that. He will fly me where we need to go if it's going.
It's just an analogy, Trina. It's just an analogy.
It's just an analogy.
I'm out the car.
It's just an analogy.
Drove 12 hours. No, like.
I'm out the car. So,
but I mean, submission to me is just allowing your man to lead. And I'm happy to give away if you want to lead, baby, lead. I don't mind as long as you ain't about to lead me no damn crazy. I'm trusting you because I know that you trust God, and any decisions that you made, you prayed to God before you made them, and he told you to do this. So I'm out of that. I'm good. So I don't mind submitting. I'm just saying I'm not about to submit to anyone
anymore. We're saying the S word.
The S word. I'm just saying I'm not about to do the S word to anyone, but I'm also not about to leave my man with all the burden when I can jump in and help. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. That's my job as a helpmate to help my man.
Well, I like the word submissive, so I'm going to say it. I like it. But submissive looks like God-fearing, protector, leader, a provider, somebody that's romantic, somebody that can handle business, somebody that's educated, somebody that can pull that 70 when I'm a 30. All of that. That's attractive to me. Like, so I'm most definitely gonna say submissive because that is a turn on to me. A man who can do all of that in one, baby.
I like that. I would even add on to that and say, when I think of being submissive to my man, I think of like even my plans for the day. Like, hey, babe, this is what I'm going to be doing. What you think about this? Do you need me to change anything up? I mean, even when I'm thinking about going to get my hair cut, like, babe, do you like my hair long? Should I get it cut? Like, just making him feel like you are in control of this whole situation, making him feel like he's respected, trusted, and every vision that we have for this family, we running that by you. And if you feel like we need to change it, then it's gonna be changed. I don't think no questions need to be asked about that.
I don't ever want that, my man to feel like I'm gonna go toe to toe with him or nothing like that, because that's not the case. If I mess with you, I have all my faith. I put all of my faith and trust in you. That's just me as a person, because I don't really deal with people. So whoever I choose to deal with, just know that I'm there 100% and I trust you to be who I need you to be. And if I trust that, then I'm gonna do the same. You feel me? So if you're gonna be 100%, you know what I'm saying, a leader and a protector and provider, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna play my part.
Granted, everybody don't always make the right decision. Say, for instance, so if I do speak up and you want us to go this way as a family and I don't see it that way, it's not necessarily where I'm nagging. A lot of people don't know how to be open-minded in wanting to accept certain things. Too many people are very stubborn. It's like whatever I say is what I say. Honestly, I'm really not that way. I'm a very open person, even though, yes, I'm very vocal. However, I don't mind, like, you know, having a conversation to try to see your point of view to see if this is going to work. You know what I'm saying? What? What?
I'm just listening. Because if he says that y'all going this way, you say, well, I have an opinion because I've done this business before. I would like to do it this way. And he says, no.
Well, no, not necessarily that way. Be like, this is what I have done. What are you thinking? And also for both of us to come together to see which way or whatever we combine our whatever I'm saying and what he's saying for us to go, you know, the best decision of that. That's all I'm saying. My thing
now
is like,
you want your opinion, huh?
Well, no, it ain't even just that, but I'm just saying, like, obviously, if he don't know this type of business and I do, why not listen to me?
And I guess since we're talking about the modern day woman, we have to talk about the modern day man too, because modern day men nowadays, they want a woman's input. They want to be, because two minds are better than one. Let's be honest. The men that I talk to, they want to know my opinion and they respect that. But modern day man today is going to take his woman's opinion and he's going to respect that. He can choose to listen to it and he can choose not to listen to it.
So what do you do if he chooses not to listen to you?
I mean, I'm just gonna let him go and do what he wants. I mean, okay, so what? I mean, what are you asking me?
Because my thing is, it's like, honestly, Trina, if
I think y'all think that this is a 50-50. I think y'all think
I'm not even
50. That's what
y'all no. I don't think that it is because again, like Tiara has said, some days where, you know, even then, if he probably a 30, I'm gonna pull the 70. The thing is, at the end of the day, it's a teamwork. But Trina, like, I wanted to ask you, if you knew about a business,
if Johnny has 5 apples and I eat 1, how many does Johnny have left?
Yeah, I don't know. But you know everything, how you need to do it, whatever the case may be, all the paperwork, whatever, where he need to go, everything else. You telling me that your man telling you, no, I want to do it this way, even though you know the proper way to do it. You totally okay with that? You will be okay with it.
And that's where I'm trying to get y'all to go, but y'all just not going. So I'm just going to try to help y'all get there.
Oh, she got to help us get there.
Like, as a woman, I can convince my husband that this is your idea. Like, all of this is your idea. Even though I'm trying to lead you over here to my opinion, I'm going to make you feel like this is all your idea. And I have nothing, I didn't input nothing on it. So when you say this is my idea, you say, oh, that's good. Oh, and do you remember last time you said something? Let's add that to it. You think I'm going to make you feel like this is all your idea. I'm not going to put it on me. I'm not going to say, oh, I know. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make you feel
like not what I'm saying. You saying what I'm saying.
But you didn't say that.
But you saying
you didn't give her time to explain it, Trina.
How long we got?
Because I'm not saying that I'm coming to like, baby, this is my ideal. My ideal is right. I'm gonna give you hints and I'm gonna give you clues.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm still want you to be able to like take what I'm saying. I'm not saying
but he might not tell you. He might not say, "Wow, Nay, that was a good job." That's what I'm saying. You got to frame it in such a way to make it feel like this is all his idea. You just over here helping.
I'm not taking nothing away though.
But I don't want you to feel like you have to get praises because you knew it. Don't act like you.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying? What? Because you keep saying I know it. I know it.
Yeah, I know this.
We got 8 minutes.
You said, because I know this business. I'm like, okay, you got to
that's not me saying that I'm taking over what he's doing. I'm just saying for him to go a certain way, a certain route,
So
on
how would
certain
you word
things.
it, Nay? How
I'm
would you
not
say
saying
it?
that I'm completely taking over and doing what he need to do. The simple fact that I know that I can assist him with doing it. And besides me just sitting over here in the corner washing dishes while you over there trying to figure it out.
Let's not downplay the old school women because they could keep their men longer than these modern day women. So let's not act like
I'm not downplaying the old
this
school. I'm
women,
not
like-
down at nobody. At the end of the day, whoever what you do what you
But
do
they
in your own
kept their
relationship.
man, though.
First.
they kept their men. The divorce rate was low back then. It didn't went up.
I'm not dissing them because I know things work the way they were supposed to work back then, but now this is 2021. Like this is completely
Y'all said
different.
that
This is
people
not
are
the
not sitting at
1920s.
home watching kids washing dishes back in the day.
I
know
know you got
what?
men saying that they don't want to pay the mortgage or rent all by themselves. They want to split the bills in half.
You're a leader, then a leader doesn't ask for you to pay half on the bills and stuff like
Hey,
that.
that's my opinion too, friend. That's all I'm saying. But hey,
No, hey, nothing. I gotta bring that back. Hey,
listen,
Hey,
I'm telling you now, if I'm with somebody, honestly, it's not no 50-50. But whatever
What is
works
it,
for
Renee?
you. Huh?
What is it then?
It just depends. I don't know.
I think you want your relationship 50-50, which is okay. You don't believe in submission?
No,
you
I
believe-
don't. No, I don't want it 50-50.
What you want?
I don't have a problem with submitting, y'all. I don't have a problem. I don't always got. Anyway, but go ahead. Everything I said is taken out of
I want
context.
to know though, Nate.
Okay.
I really want to know.
What do you want to know? I said it. What have I not said? That honestly,
Okay,
Chandra
so-
said the same thing I said, but y'all
So
understand.
if you don't
understand me.
understand Chandra. I don't understand Chandra.
What percentage of the relationship do you want? Like you don't want it to be 50-50, so what do you want it to be?
Honestly, if he able to take care of every fucking thing and he can do a whole, I don't care if he need to do the whole 70, I do 30. That is totally fine with me.
Okay, so do you think that if he tends to do the 70, that he's going to want you to be controversial, or he's going to want you to be very opinionated in a relationship?
You said if he's doing the 70?
Yeah, if he gonna pull that 70, you think he gonna want, I ain't gonna say like nag or nothing like that. Do you think he's gonna want you to be opinionated in a lot in the relationship?
I feel like in certain things, if I feel like the thing is, I think people make it a problem just because you speak your mind. That shouldn't be an issue. It don't matter, regardless if he doing 70%, 50%, whatever the case. You can say however you feel or whatever your opinion of something or whatever. I feel like that shouldn't be an issue, especially in a relationship. You're supposed to have an open communication, right?
That's true.
I think you are supposed to have a open communication, but when you said, I don't feel like I should be sitting in a corner while he makes all the decisions, I think the analogy you gave sitting in a corner, it's not sitting in a corner. I think it first starts with choosing my battles. Everything
I said washing the dishes. I said washing the dishes.
And everybody don't do the old school women. Don't do the old school women. There you go, coming for them old school
That's
women.
not what I'm doing. I'm not saying I am able, if I feel a certain way or whatever, are you trying to do this and I think of this idea, whatever the case, I don't think that I shouldn't have to say nothing to him. That doesn't mean I'm saying, yes, you have to listen to me. That's not what I'm saying. And I think you take it as if I'm saying he has to listen to me. That's not what I'm saying.
But after you say that, what if he says, okay, I don't care?
Why would you want to be with somebody like that? Seriously.
I mean,
like, no. And then it goes back to, I'm supposed to care more about what you think and say than you care about what I say. Like, it goes back to that, right? Like, no.
Oh, you want a 50-50. He give his 50%.
Chandra, help me.
Help me.
Giving men credit like you need to give them, G. Like,
I just want y'all to be realistic because at the end of the day, we're all human. At the end of the day, we're all human. So every day, he's not going to want to hear your opinion about his decision.
Well, I think you're missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying every single time. It is. Wait a minute. We gotta bring you over to us. We're about to come pick you up in the car. Let's go. Come on, Chandra.
I feel her though. Like I feel what she's saying.
You get what I'm saying, Tiara?
No,
I'm saying a
don't
man
get what
wants
you're
an
saying.
educated woman who's going to be his helpmate. A man don't want a woman that's just going to sit there and let him put them all into destruction. I feel like if a man is making a decision that a woman knows, his helpmate, his backbone knows it's not good, he's going to want her to say, maybe we shouldn't do this because this reason, that reason. I'm not just going to say we shouldn't do it. I'm going to give you the reasons why. And I'm gonna let you examine that.
Take your advice,
and if he doesn't take that, and then if he doesn't take that, that's okay. As a man, you do that. You make that decision. And at the end of the day, if it works out, good for you. If it doesn't, you know, okay, maybe next time I should have listened to my wife, or maybe next time I should have took this into consideration.
So that's
I'm
what
not
I'm trying to get
bash
y'all
my
to
man.
acknowledge. Y'all keep thinking that y'all gonna say, "Oh, honey, we should do this," and he gonna say, "Oh my gosh, great! I think that's a great."
No, that's not what we
We're saying
said.
that,
That's
we're
not
saying
what
that
we
men are going to
said.
take in consideration to what they
that's not what
helpmate
we said,
says.
Trina. I feel as though you making it seem like we can't have a voice, and that's why I'm like, we can still have a voice. You made it seem like what you say. Say it. I'm not getting over. I'm not getting the driver's seat. I'm not saying nothing, and I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong with you speaking your mind or having a voice in something. It don't necessarily have to be. We have to be confrontational. It doesn't mean that it's just a completely disagreement. It don't. I just feel as though.
So give me an example how these give me an example how this goes. Chandra, I'm asking you.
Shit, spotlight on me, huh?
Oh yeah, Johnny on the spot.